Coach Catfish here today. The virus thing has, the intrusion that it normally comes in here has done come and gone. Anyway, Coach Catfish is here seeking, gigging, and got the CRT thing. And I'm going to have to remind you why Coach Catfish does this here CRT stuff. Because 1984. They opened the door back in 1948. They was way too late, actually. Because when a vampire is knocking at your door, rap, it's like, who's there? And you say, Dracula. And they say, well, what do you want? And they say, your blood. And you just open and say, well, come on in. Take my blood. Blood. Anyway, what Coach Catfish was want to talk to you today was, I hope this here sucker is doing, because we at 49 already. At 49. Anyway, what I need to do today, I've been using lightweight things. I've been using vacuum cleaner thing. Sucking CRT out and using the dog. Woof, 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 woof. He was doing what he did, and you spoke into him, and you got like 1968 aftershave. And you wasn't even old enough shape. Now, today, what we have, other than the hole and the lizard, cats, would y'all please just come in here and hang out? It is so cold. It is so cold. I need to have gloves on, but to remember to manipulate what I got to do, I got to have my hands free. Well, one dirty. Yes, your face is dirty. We're going to have to speak into the tube. Oh, that old green-eyed thing looking at me. The CRT, you know him. He's old. He starts doing all this stuff, and he's wingless. Would you stop that CRT, please? He's got to sort of stroke his corona right there in the boner of the corona. It's a very bony place. Oh, it's the ocula of the hocula. Anyway, that's this Coach Catfish joke. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's my own personal hunting hawk CRT. Because, you know, people got the information from these things for years, and now they looking at you. It's a big old eyeball. I need to put some hair on top. So he'd be my... Settle down, boy. I think it's boy. I'm not sure. Somehow, I think they do both sides. Anyway, what we got here today... I'm looking for the numbers. Oh, the 229. Yes, we're 230. Your face is dirty again. That's a minute earlier. Then later. What we have today? Dopamine versus hopamine. The human brain is caught in between. And that's what we got. You know, Coach Catfish much rather just go out to the bayou and do some gigging. And like this here time of year, I know you're soft right there. I'm sorry. It's like the thing you push in on someone's temple. It's soft, and you could, like, kill them is what they said when you was a little boy. You push in on the temple there, and you'll kill someone. I never tried it. Anyway, dopamine and the hopamine. And the human brain's caught in between. 313. Yes, what we have is people. Human beings is looking for hope. Unfortunately, a lot of people are looking for dope. And the real unfortunate point is your brain produces some of the best dope that you can possibly possess. The dopamine, it's the mean stuff. It's like, it chews on you. It chews on you. And it makes you want to chew on it. And like you'll have this, come on, pussycat, come on in. Oh, my hands is getting so cold, I'm afraid I'm going to stick to this metal. Come on, boy. They're not warm-blooded unless they got power plugged in. We're the bean, and we stuck in between the dopamine and the hopamine. So what have we got to do? Well, what Coach Catfish had realized after realizing stuff is, you know, growing up and fishing so much. And when I was a little boy, I remember the first time I ever, like, dissected my own fish and, you know, took scales off and stuff. You know, I stabbed that sucker in the brain and stopped him from, he'd go, plop, plop. Oh, it's my thing. I knew it was getting uncomfortable. It tells me by, you know, like moving. It plop, 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 and you poke him in the, you know, with your Boy Scout, well, Cub Scout, because I was a little boy, knife, and he finally quits doing that. And then next thing I realized, he stops doing that, and then you take off the scales, and then you cut the head off, you know, right there at the back of the you know, right here, and you do that, and you get the sucker, and pour the stuff out, and then basically you got you a perch, you got you a panfish, or whatever kind of fish you're doing. Now they varies in somewhat, and you know, like you do the gar, the alligator gar, it's somewhat different because you got to haul that sucker out. It's a whole different kind of thing. But the gar is good. It's very good if you just know what to do with it. But what we have, the aquarium. The aquarium. Now, Coach Catfish come up out in the water, out in that dirty water, and you know what? Yeah, there's a song. Come on, that Mississippi Queen. That brown, muddy water. Well, you know, a whole lot. Yes, there was mud. There was mud. But in all that mud, there's life. There's life. That, you know, it's not all in all that much strife because it's a good place to live in the water column in a place like the Louisiana. How could you ever have a better life to learn about life? Because we took advantage of what was in now because we ate the heck out of the gigging and the snigging and what all we did, the snagging and the wagging. And what I realized out of the blue, that nowadays I see very few young families and young people that's even got an aquarium. Now some people would say, and Coach Catfish one of them, and it's just a matter of opinion, that we have devalued life to the point where life has no value. Now I dug me a hole out here in my yard and put me a liner in it and stuck a little pump in it. And I got minnows, and them suckers lived for almost 8 years, and they turned in from minnows to fish. So I saw the whole cycle of these suckers. So it was a very interesting thing, you know, what I went through. And I realized, well, hell, I got started on that young. Ooh, it is so cold, it hurts my hands. It wasn't just going out to the bayou and stuff and going fishing, because that's what Coach Catfish remembers, is somebody saying, you out here fishing with me, and I can just dump you off here and nobody ever find your body. Well, that's another story. But, you know, I was doing that so young, going out there in the water, and then got the Louisiana, and hell, we did that all the time, and found out my whole family had done it for years and years. On both sides, they had done all this kind of stuff around the water, and Coach Catfish never been away from the water in any extent. So why is it so important? Well, water is where life is. Now, the evolutionists say, no, that's where all life began. And hell, we done... I'm sorry. I'm speaking into you as best I can. I'm assuming that it's like an orthogonal octilinear thing that goes here and right straight in, and he's getting a good message. I'm just holding the sucker. You know, he's shaking a little bit. He's just a scared sea alt. He doesn't have his wings. Anyway, the aquarium, it teaches you about the life. Not everybody can have a life like Coach Catfish had. It was awesome. You just have no concept unless you could have been now with the moonlight. And going out to bayou with your friends, and the arms up there on the front of the boat with the headlight and the gig, and you in the back. And he got the experimental gig that you built, because Coach Catfish built experimental gigs. It was like spring-loaded and stuff. You just put it on there, boom, just that sucker right in the head. And anyway, and you going down there and holding that light, and you'll see the critters on the side, and it's a full moon, and it's good. It's good. It's real life. Anyway, that's what Coach Catfish misses, is going back to the real life. And that's what I'm trying to bring here. Yes, we have excuse me, it is so cold I'm starting to drain, starting to have some hydrogen condensing on the inside of my nose. The reason people used to have aquariums, cause we want to see life. The mama, that was one of the things, you know, I'd go see the mama at the Christmas and stuff, and up in the summer. The woman always had an aquarium. They always had an aquarium. Up until she was an old woman and stuff, she always had an aquarium and fish, cause she liked to laugh. And that was one of the things that I see we missing sending the young people nowadays, is, hell, people are not looking at life. You can get a video game where you look like you're going bass fishing. Oh, you doing that. Hell no. You don't know nothing about the swimming with the fishes. Coach Catfish knows very much about swimming with the fishes. I've done you some videos. I just wish I could take what's in the supercharged brain and bring it to the screen. Well, little screen at least. Anyway, Coach Catfish just want to say, you got the dopamine, which is, it's just the dope. It's just the dope. And then you got the hopamine. It's just the hope. It's just the hope. Why don't we just get out and do something like have an aquarium, teach our chillins about the baby fish and how you feed them and how you take care of them and why it's important to bubble the water and what you do to your bottom and cleaning, well, not your bottom, but the bottom of the aquarium. You nasty people. So I just think that's a good thing. It's aquarium and water and fish equals life. Get the pond water and oh, that's okay. You can do that too. You know, you can do that too. We must go back to the created world. The world that was created, not the world we came up with. We're insane. We efficient Gaia, 19 freaks. So anyway, that's just what Coach Catfish thought about the whole thing. We must go back to the created world and get us a little life. Have us an aquarium. Go out there and, well, not everybody can go to the bayou, but, you know, you can't take it away. Crazy y'all. Crazy y'all. I'm out of here. 10:39. Coach Catfish here. I'm just gonna hold a left hand CLT up on my head, so it'll do the same thing basically. And what I wanted to say was thank you for the father fish. The father. Cat blood out. Where are you? The father fish. The father fish channel. I think that's what it was. It was very good. Cause it reminded me of the aquarium and why we had the fish and why Coach Catfish still do his fish to this day. I'll show you my. I'll put me up some stuff about my pond. Well, it's not a cement pond. It's, you know, the LMA. The LMA, I meant. I'm sorry. I did not want to intrude myself. 42. She did not say that. But what it was is, thank you, Father Fish Channel. Cause you reminded me of why Coach Catfish has never been away from the water of the little swimmers. Ah!